Hey, this is February 2010, which is unreal to think of.
Well, it was 2010 last month when we did those wines too, actually.
We did that in 2009.
I guess it wasn't unreal then. I don't know. It took them a month to get it over with.
But it's great to have you back and starting this new year. We've got some great wines for you. It's really the ones we're going to taste today, and we'll get to taste all four of them. We're going to taste our alternate wines.
We get to taste all four of them this time?
All four of them.
Oh, I feel so special.
Because you'll now notice, because there's a new change in the Wine of the Month Club, that we are selecting two different reds each month and two different whites. And it's a whole premise change from my father from 37 years ago when we started.
38, but who's counting?
Who's counting, right?
Yeah.
So, welcome. This is the Classic Series, and we're tasting the 2008 Redwood Vineyards Pinot Noir. And I opened this yesterday when it landed here, and I just kept tasting it and tasting it and tasting it, and it just got better and better in the glass.
And really, so did you, by the way.
Look, and by the way, speaking of better than me, 27 pounds.
27.
How many pounds have you lost recently?
About 6.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's 33 pounds between us, which
hey,
is a case of wine.
You get 16 and a half pounds out of me. That's not right. Anyway, love the color. Nice
Great.
Cherry red.
This is really a nice bottle of wine. I mean, you just can't get Pinot Noir for anything close to this kind of money. Obviously, you can't here, but the fact is Pinot Noir is still a very expensive red grape, and so it's expensive to make, and therefore it's expensive on the shelf.
Well, you would think of Pinot Noir from Lodi anyway, typically, right? You see hot weather grapes, and this is not one of those, but it's done very well in this bottle.
Well, as I explained in the newsletter, Lodi has this bad rap, first because of the song Stuck in Lodi Again, Creedence Clearwater Revival back in the 70s, for those of you who remember that. Secondly, it's not as hot an area as the rest of the Central Valley, but it's considered the Central Valley of California. You know, I mean, they have a lot of microclimates, and obviously they can grow Pinot Noir, and Pinot Noir would never go in Fresno or Madera. It's just that way it is.
Well, this is bright, fruity.
Very Pinot Noir.
No, the finish is really kind of that cedar that you wrote about.
Cherry,
I really get it.
Cherry and a little cotton candy.
At $9.99 for that first bottle, it's really great value at $9.99. Because you just try and find a Pinot Noir price at $9.99.
You can't. No,
and then now you get more for $6.99.
$6.99 is unbelievable for this bottle of wine. I mean, I would say if you got it for $11.99, you'd be a good buy.
Now I rated it 88, but wait, we just had this discussion / argument. It's really like
argument
a 92
/ discussion.
It's a 92 against any Pinot Noir priced between, let's say, $10 and $15. So I got to raise the rate.
It's a 94.
Well, I mean, raise it that much, but okay.
Well, the fact very good. If you can rate it against all $6.99 Pinot Noirs, it's 100. You know?
Right, that's true.
I mean, the fact is, so at this point now, what you're saying is these ratings don't mean anything.
Well, you know what the rating system's like out there, right? I mean, I did this so that customers understand that there's some relative things to it. But as I just discussed, what do we rate them against? Are we going to rate against a Gevrey Chambertin? No, you can't do that.
I think we should rate them against our relatives.
Okay, let's do it.
You know, and this is better than my cousin.
Huh?
Okay.
It's like, how do you rate yourself amongst other golfers? By height, right?
I give up.
Okay. All right, this is the Monte Blanca. Now, this is a new entry. This whole winery is new. We did their wine last month, the red one. I think it was the Cabernet.
Yeah.
And the Chilean importer that brings this wine in, she's become a very good friend of the Wine of the Month clubs, and she keeps bringing these great wines. And here's a really classic Chilean Sauvignon Blanc.
Beautiful wine. Absolutely awesome beautiful bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. And I tell you, everybody talks about Cabernet and Merlot and Bonarda and Carmenere in Chile. Sauvignon Blanc is killer. I have yet to have a Sauvignon Blanc I didn't go crazy over. They're just absolutely delicious wines.
Well, it's layered.
Yeah.
The viscosity is big. The body's huge. A little bit of slate, some grapefruit in there. But, I don't get... What I like about this one, it's not that over-herbaceous Chilean type Sauvignon Blanc.
No, it's real clean, real crisp. Real easy for me to say.
Yeah, sure.
Real crisp, really delicious bottle of wine. And again, regular price $11.99. The first bottle is $9.99 and $6.99. For $14, you get the Pinot Noir and the Sauvignon Blanc. Hey, I got dinner out here, buddy.
I've been at the supermarkets lately, and they're all discounting their wines. They've got tang tags all over the place. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm looking at the brands, and I'm going, it's still a lot of money for some of those brands when you can get this for $6.99.
Well, you don't see much for under $10 in the supermarket anywhere, because it just costs too much money to ship it and deliver it and all this other stuff. But not here at the Wine of the Month Club, because we don't care about those sorts of things.
That's right.
And again, would you give another 88 points? Huh?
Yes. Where is that? It's 88. Again, rating against other Chilean Sauvignon Blancs, his price range it's a 94.
A 92, yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
All right, good.
All right, alternate wines this time.
Now this wine, I tell you, I could not believe this. I'm not kidding. I honestly thought this was the limited series wine when I tasted it.
You just got an email special, and there's still some available of it. The sister of this wine, the Sterling Albert Cabernet
Wasn't
Sauvignon.
the cousin of the wine?
It depends on, well, Merlot and Cabernet are cousins, actually. And we've sold a lot of it in the last 24 hours. Part of the way I was able to get that deal for that wine was this Merlot, buying this Merlot for the club, which is, I think, the seller star of his whole product lineup. And here it is. I mean, you smell that wine. Is that Merlot? It's Bordeaux-like. It's got oak in it.
I mean, look at the legs on this thing. You swirl this around your glass. It takes forever for that wine to come out. This has got viscosity. It's got length. It's got body. Color. I think, what was the regular retail price of this wine? Like 25, 26 bucks?
$25.99.
You know, I'm very jaded. And if somebody said $25 Merlot, I said, yeah, okay, it's there. At, what was this obscene price that we got it for here? $6.99 on the reorders. $9.99. It was regularly $20. Amazing bottle of wine.
And this is a huge problem.
89 points.
That's
you're way off base. This is 95-point wine, boys and girls. I'm telling you, this is an unbelievable bottle of wine for that kind of money.
My defense is on these ratings is I've tasted 75 wines possibly by the time I got to this wine. It's just sometimes hard to put a number to it when you've tasted all that wine.
You just need to have somebody else taste them for you that can do that.
Tuesdays is tasting day.
Tuesdays is tasting day.
The color on this is just,
I know, it's tremendous. Great bottle of wine, great price, 95 points without question.
And it's all Merlot.
Really just like good. I'm all Italian.
Right.
Yeah.
But just barely.
No, the other half is Sicilian. Okay. All right. Great time this
morning. Hey, we've got some Sicilian wines. A lot of Sicilian wines.
I know.
And really PK Senior called me the other day, and just so you go back on your notes, we did that Caraya Fiano.
Oh, I love that wine.
And he was having shellfish.
Yeah.
And he had to call me on my cell phone and say, I'm sitting here, I'm having crab with your mother, and we had that Fiano from Caraya. He goes, that's gorgeous.
You sure didn't say he was crabbing at your mother?
Well, that's the other way around. Let's taste that Barricas Torrontes.
Oh, yeah.
This is the white alternate. We've done a Barricas wine before, but just quality wine from an importer in San Francisco. This nose.
Yeah, this is Torrontes, and it's one of those grapes that defies gravity.
And the color's got a little chartreuse in it. It's got a little green tone to it.
Yeah, it does. And that's from I think they give it a little skin contact because it's got that kind of nice grip in the mouth. Delicious wine. I mean, this wine I could just smell all day long. You know, you put it behind your ears. Fun. I mean, it's just fabulous.
What I'm getting is this viscosity that you don't always get in Torrontes. You get sometimes they're a little lean.
Yeah, this one's got some fatness. It's got that wonderful peach nectar and nectarine sort of component, fruit components. Just delicious wine. Great with shellfish. I can just imagine what this would be like with shellfish.
Wow.
Or crab.
Crab, yeah. Well, my mother. White peach honeysuckle in this wine. $11.99 was the retail price. The special member price is $9.99. Again, it seems like everything's $9.99 and $6.99 this month, but that's what it is. And that, again,
is a 92-point wine, and he puts it as 88 points in the news.
89.
I don't know.
What are you going to do? I only own the place, all right? So
for now.
Right. We'll see you at the Vintage Series.
Take care.